Hi, I'm Chad with Move Forward Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open E minor 6 chord. Here's an open E minor 6 chord. And this is a really cool sounding chord that can add a lot of color to your playing as a beginner. And you can learn it as a beginner, but I definitely don't recommend learning it as one of the first chords because there's other chords that'll be more beneficial to you because they're more common and easier to play. But once you have those chords down, you can move on to chords like this that are more colorful and, like I said, can add a lot of color to your playing. And if you look in the links in the description, there's links to lessons on chords that I think you should learn first, and then you can come back and learn chords like this if you don't know those chords already. And this E minor 6 can be used in the key of D as a replacement for the E minor chord, which in the key of D, the E minor chord is the 2 chord. You can use this as a replacement for that. It just depends on the situation. So if you're in the key of D, you can replace any E minor chord with this E minor 6 chord, and it just depends if it sounds good with the other chords you're playing or fits with the situation you're in. So the fingering for this chord is your first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and third finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. And then all the other strings that you're not fretting are open, so you strum through all the strings, and the 6th string is open, the 3rd string is open, and the 1st string is open. So you're really going to have to be sure that you're on the tips of your fingers to avoid meeting out any of those strings, and that's going to be probably the toughest part about playing this chord at first. And you can look at this as an open E minor chord and just adding in your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. That's the only difference between those two chords. And there's another way you can play this. You can switch out your 1st and 2nd fingers with your 2nd and 3rd fingers like that. That's another way you can play E minor. Then you can use your 4th finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So either way, and it depends on the situation, the chords that you're playing around it, as to which one would be the easiest one to grab and transition with. So that's an E minor 6 chord.